Many thanks for joining to this edition of Aso Briefing. I am Richard Alechinwanyebe. Our top stories. President Bola Tinubu in Brazil for a state visit. Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture and Tourism launches Phase 2 Creative Economy Development Fund program. And on business, federal government, states, local government areas share 2.01 trillion naira for July revenue allocation. You are watching Aso Briefing. Don't forget that you can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, Star Times TV channel 127, and on Free TV, look us up on channel 507. On the UHF band, you can find us on channel 38. Now we go ahead with details of all our stories. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Brazil to commence a state visit. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onugo, in a statement, said the president landed at the Brasilia International Airport on Monday at 12:30 a.m. President Tinubu, who flew in from Los Angeles, United States, was received by senior Brazilian government officials at the Brasilia Air Base. Onuga said Brazilian officials who welcomed President Tinubu included Ambassador Carlos Sergio Sobral Dete, Secretary for Africa and the Middle East, and Ambassador Carlos Jose Arias Moreno Gates, Ambassador of Brazil to Nigeria. Onuga said the official welcome ceremony with full military honors will take place on Monday at the Planalto Palace. The Planalto, Tinubu and the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, will hold a tete-a-tete followed by expanded bilateral meetings attended by senior officials of both governments. The leaders will witness the signing of memorandum of understanding and address a joint press conference afterwards. During the state visit, President Tinubu will meet with the President of the Brazilian Senate at the National Congress, the President of the Chamber of Deputies, and the President of the Supreme Federal Court. He will also participate in the Brazil Business Forum as part of a packed program in Brasilia on Monday. The Minister of Interior, Mr. Tunji Ojo, has pledged to support the activities of Rotary International. The minister stated this during an investiture ceremony of Rotarian Tumise Adepoju as President Rotary Club of Lugbe Federal Housing Authority Estate, Abuja. Topsy Gimba tells us more.
Mr. Tunji Ojo, who was represented at the occasion by Amos Ayodele, said he will support Rotary International. Mr. Ojo said Rotary International has done a lot in the society with its selfless service to humanity, saying, as a government, he will find a way to provide for the Rotary Club of Lugbe Federal Housing Authority Estate to deliver in its projects.
For the past years, the Rotary Club has extended the hands of a partnership with the Ministry of Interior, especially at our correctional centers. And part of services that which they have rendered are for the educational services, that is providing support for inmates who wrote WAEC and JAM. Then again, vocational skills training. They also provided those services to our inmates across all the correctional facilities that we have in the country.
The outgoing president of the Rotary Club of Lugbe Federal Housing Authority Estate, Rotarian Adeyemi Joy, said the club has achieved a significant number of projects in the past 1 year and hope that the incoming president will continue from where she has stopped. She thanked the members of the club for their support and urged them to maintain the same level of support by donating freely for the greater use of the less privileged people in the society.
To be hygienic for the villagers to be able to access this water easily, making the place more beautiful, making sure that the taps we're now in the modern taps that people can easily make access to open. And he also told me that this year of Unite for Good is still going back to Soka to ensure that they access good health care.
The newly installed president, Rotarian Tumeshe Adepoju, thanks the members of the club and outlined areas he will focus during his tenure. He encouraged new members to join the club while thanking those who turned out for the investiture.
We have set out to give scholarship to orphans in that same primary school so that a lot of them that are out of school can come back to school, and we are getting partners to support us in that area already. And then we're also going to empower the youth in our community. for the next 1 year, we want to touch their lives and give them skill acquisition.
The chairman of the Investiture Committee, Rotarian Andy Philip, thanked the members of the committee and the invited dignitaries and as well their support.
He doesn't need to be appointed. He approaches you to volunteer. I've seen him as a real estate guru joining young children to sweep in markets to serve the community. He has donated plots of land to organizations that have supported the cause of either maternal and child health or orphaned children.
Topsy Gimba, Aso Television News.
The president of Rotary Club of Lugbe Federal Housing Authority Estate, Rotarian Tumise Adepoju, has paid over 300,000 naira school fees for some pupils in LEA Lugbe, Abuja. Again, Topsy Gimba tells us more.
The district governor-elect, Rotarian Sikiru Owonikoko, expressed satisfaction and said Rotary International will continue to support the poor communities with projects that will improve their living standards.
One of the good things that this club, Rotary Club Abuja, Lugbe FHA has done is to inaugurate a Rotary Community Corps. Majorly their work is to make sure that every activities and spending of Rotary will not go down the drain by looking out for the project and report as at the time due if there is need for any improvement or any other things to be done within that community. So that area has been taken care of by the club, but the major part will be the community itself. I'm referring to the school now. The leadership of the school need to go extra mile to put everything in checks. Once you have a toilet, I don't say anything where any child or children, student, we go out of their way to go into the class or to just enter any place to do. That culture needs to be imbibed more in them, why they must make use of the facility given to them.
The President Rotary Club of Abuja Lugbe Federal Housing Authority Estate, Rotarian Tumise Adepoju, said the club is out to support the indigents. He said Rotary Club will continue to develop humanity, saying that apart from settling school fees for some pupils, the club will renovate some school blocks to improve the quality learning environment.
We want to catch them young. Education is very important, but that is the most important thing you can give any child. And the foundation of education is primary school. And then we also know that education literacy is one of the core areas of focus in Rotary. Toilet renovation, the incinerator, then the scholarship for the orphans. We are also going to do police posts. We are going to train them, empower them on skill acquisitions. We are going to do water, revive their borehole. So those are among other projects we want to do for this Rotary year.
The headmaster LEA Lugbe Federal Housing Authority, Ms. Musa, thanked the Rotary Club of Abuja Lugbe Federal Housing Authority Estate for their support and promised that the projects will be utilized for the purposes they were established for.
Anything like this, I've never seen an organization that comes to take charge of so many things that it will help the children. But Rotary Club has been able to come today and they have promised to take 6 projects in my school. It is wonderful. I will never forget it in my life. And by grace of God, that will be what me too will emulate. It is worth emulating. It is an attitude that every human being, positive one, should do. So I'm happy and I'm praying for them. They should continue. Go inside places and see how they will help people too. Rotary has done wonderful.
Topsy Gimba, Aso Television News.
The first international conference by the African Aviation and Aerospace University, Abuja, on innovative multi-modal transportation systems has come to a close. The 2-day event, held in collaboration with the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, Zaria, had academics and seasoned aviation industry players gathered to brainstorm on the regulatory and policy framework for the development of the sector. Daniel Obi tells us more.
Themed Innovative Multimodal Transportation Solutions, Regulatory and Policy Framework for Development and Sustainability. The event, which is a brainchild of the Department of Aviation Business of the African Aviation and Aerospace University, Abuja, had intellectuals mainly from academia gathered to present research works that estrays the problem of the Nigerian aviation sector and profile tailored solutions that sufficiently addresses them.
You would agree with me that transport infrastructure is more than just road or bridge. It is considered to be the bloodstream of every nation.
Dr. Mustafa Sheikh Abdullahi, the registrar of the African Aviation and Aerospace University, Abuja, and Engineer Ishaya Idris Akaba, the Dean of Aviation Management School of the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, NCAT, both took time to explain the robust relationship their respective institutes share. They both affirmed that the desire to see a thriving aviation sector in Nigeria is a mandate for which they all align.
We have the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology in Zaria that has, for the past, I think since 1972 or thereabout, has been producing technical people for the industry that not only Nigeria has been proud of, but globally. NCAT has done so well. So this university is also established to really give its own big footing for the industry, largely within the managerial segment of aviation.
What I can say is that aviation training and aviation professionals are people that are required in the industry. And basically, I don't see just one agency being able to meet the needs of aviation professionals in Nigeria as a whole.
Speaking to the press, some of the academics highlighted some of their research findings with the Nigerian aviation industry.
What has been missing in our aviation sector is actually the research and presentation of results. And this is an opportunity for people that are interested in aviation research to showcase their work and then to contribute to the overall development of the aviation sector from the academic and research position.
Most of the airlines that has collapsed over the time, that has failed over the time, has been as a result of inability to meet financial obligations, which even my thesis studies brought out as one of the revelations. So, however, if NCCE is mandated in their establishment acts that they should look at the headiness of airline before failure, it could give early warning signs to potential airlines that are likely to fail.
The Milestone Conference is expected to contribute to the development of aviation in Nigeria with potential outcomes, including improved safety, efficiency, and sustainability. Daniel Obi, Aso Television News.
Coming up on Aso Briefing, we have business and more. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We were warned about this marriage. Because we did not listen, the young maiden is dead.
Nana, come here. Hi. Why do you speak so freely with a stranger from Ajan?
We were just talking about offering Ojigijag a seat on the council.
The gods be praised. Negodo Selko Sisi, he has 2 wives. So why are you making it look like it is a big deal?
You are watching Aso Briefing. Don't forget that you can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, and on Free TV, look us up on channel 507. On the UHF band, we are on channel 38. And the Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism, and the Creative Economy has officially launched Phase 2 of the Creative Economy Development Fund. This is a bold national initiative designed to accelerate Nigeria's creative and cultural industries by providing access to finance, skills, and market opportunities. Phase 2 introduces a streamlined application process through the official portal. The platform now features an intuitive and simplified new interface, ensuring that applicants can easily navigate funding opportunities, submit proposals, and track the application status without unnecessary hurdles. This phase prioritizes proposals from businesses seeking funding of up to $100,000. The fund is open across multiple creative subsectors, reflecting the diversity of Nigeria's creative economy, including film, television, and animation, gaming, XR and interactive media, music and entertainment, literature and publishing, visual arts and craft, fashion and design, culinary arts and gastronomy, tourism, heritage and cultural experiences. The fund aims to support businesses that leverage creativity and technology to deliver new cultural products and services, expand the employment base of the creative economy, provide financial lifelines to entrepreneurs, position Nigeria's creative content and cultural goods as competitive exports, and embed mechanisms for monitoring, accountability, and sustainability. The launch of Phase 2 of the CEDF marks a significant milestone in Nigeria's creative economy development, and the ministry encourages all eligible businesses and enterprises to apply for funding and support. Apply through the official portal www.cedf.gov.ng. Now, excited housemates of the head-to-head debate debate reality house show recently visited the geographical center of Nigeria, located within the premises of Abuja Broadcasting Corporation, situated on the hills of Katampe. The visit, which is part of critical academic excursions to selected sites, featured a guided tour of the various departments that make up the broadcasting house. Daniel Obi has the details. We will bring you that report in our subsequent bulletin. Now let's move ahead. China is opening its doors to the world, and this time it's not just about business or tourism. Over 100 journalists from across the globe arrive in China to get a deeper understanding of the country's story. Let's join Annie live in Beijing to explore what this means for global media and China's growing influence on the world stage.
Well, China is opening its doors to the world through several programs that enhance and reveal the actual People's Republic of China, one of which is the China Public Diplomacy Association, CPDA, via the China International Press Communication Center, CIPCC. Over 100 journalists from more than 90 countries were present in Beijing at the CIPCC Institute to see, learn, and improve the narrative of China to the world. Yu Li, CIPCC Director, outlined the activities ahead as Assistant Yo Baihe quickly urged journalists to take advantage of the first-hand experience.
Our objective is to invite as more as we can the journalists from all kinds of developing countries in the world to come to China to know according to their own eyes and ears how real image of China is.
Deeper insight into China's truth is socialism with Chinese characteristics, the transformative power of AI, the vision behind the Belt and Road Initiative, and the role of dialogue in times of geopolitical tension. You will learn, you will reflect, and you will grow. And when you return, we sincerely ask you to carry this truth home to your families, to your friends, to your countries.
Journalists representing various media outlets gathered in Beijing to build stronger relationships as media professionals express their shared expectations from the program.
I'm expecting from this experience is to learn very much about the country and also on the field that I'm belonging, journalism, how can we share experiences to grow as a journalist from Africa.
Bon, on arrivait ici pour participer à un cours que connaissait la commission de le CPSC.
The program aims to promote cross-cultural understanding by sharing China's story and perspective, and to foster media cooperation by establishing long-term relationships between Chinese and foreign media outlets. The CIPCC has been hosting similar programs since 2014, with over 700 journalists participating from around the world. The program is designed to provide a platform for international journalists to observe, understand, and study China, ultimately promoting a more nuanced understanding of the country. Joy Annie, Aso Television News.
China is gearing up to host the second Golden Panda Award in Chengdu this September. At a recent press conference, President Mr. Chen Kaige extended an open invitation to the global audience and film industry players to participate in the historic event. The month-long activities will feature a visit to Panda Valley and other key events showcasing Chinese filmmaking. Mr. Chen Geng emphasized that the film industry is about telling the story of China to the world, centered on universal human values. A 7-member committee, including the president and renowned directors, has been working tirelessly to ensure the event's success. The jury, comprising 27 carefully selected members from different countries and regions, brings a wealth of professionalism and international expertise to the table. The Golden Panda Award promises to be a celebration of cinematic excellence, bridging cultural divides and fostering global understanding through the power of storytelling. With preparations well underway, China is set to welcome the world's film industry players to Chengdu this September. The Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, has received the Executive Director of Angola, Nigeria, and South Africa constituency at the World Bank, including Mrs. Zainab Shamsuya Ahmed, at the weekend for a strategic briefing on Nigeria's priorities within the bank's constituency. The Director of Information and Public Relations of the Ministry, Mr. Mohammed Manga, in a statement disclosed that Mrs. Ahmed reaffirmed the bank's commitment to supporting Nigeria's development agenda while commending the country's leadership role in continental forums, including the recent Africa Caucus. Speaking, Minister Edun emphasized that Nigeria is committed to channeling multilateral support into impactful projects that expand infrastructure, create jobs, and unlock private sector investment. He noted that reforms such as subsidy removal, improved tax collection, and digitization are already attracting international capital, with new investments in manufacturing signaling renewed confidence in Nigeria's economy. According to him, the government is targeting GDP growth of up to 7% in the medium term, more than double population growth, and significantly raise living standards while focusing structural reforms in agriculture, power, and digital infrastructure to build a stronger, more competitive economy. The minister welcomed the bank's continued partnership, stressing that Nigeria's reform momentum, combined with strategic multilateral support, will lay the foundation for sustainable growth and private sector-led development. And that does it all on Aso Briefing for today. Many thanks for watching. I am Richard Alechino Anyebe.